What's happening, y'all? It's your boy Q Monster here, back at it once again. I am here with future Miss Finley.
I can't believe that's gonna be my last.
Your boy just, gave her that rock, you know what I mean? Rock with a heart, love. Not the type of PD love though, but just, love right here. This is love.
This is real pure love here. Oh, and I'm gonna show y'all the flowers he got me today. He knows that white is my favorite color, so he got me all these white roses.
That's always
in
our
this little
favorite
box.
color.
I've always wanted some of these roses in like a box. I haven't seen them before, but they actually have a good smell to them, and they last how long? Did
Like
he say?
2 or 3 years.
Okay. So, yeah. Oh, I think people are still texting about congratulating us. So,
Yep.
you guys might hear some text messages during this video because we're on my laptop and my text messages go straight through there. So, you're going to hear a lot of little notifications because we announced it to our family and friends. So, just excuse those things, okay?
Yep.
So, why are we here tonight?
Well, we gotta talk about this movie. We gotta talk about Smile 2, man.
Smile 2.
Smile 2, which I did not expect. Well, I kind of figured they was gonna make a sequel of it because they want to go ahead and
Sorry, y'all.
Pick up where they left off at in the first Smile movie. So, they kick it off with that where it shows like the boyfriend, which he's like what did you say? He's like a police officer at first, or ex-police officer?
I think he was in the first movie, an ex-police officer. But before we get started on, this is going to be a spoiler review. We're not going to go scene by scene because there was a lot of scenes, if you ask me. But we are going to, so sorry, y'all. But we are going to just talk about this movie. So what I will say is that this movie was really, really, really good.
Yeah.
And we were already hearing really good reviews. In my opinion, before we get started, this movie was better than the first Smile. And that doesn't typically happen. What did you think? Did you think it was better, or did you think it was... or did you think the first one was better?
I still like the first one. The first one was a whole lot better because, like I said, the reason why I love the first one because it really did bother me, it kind of bothered my mindset and everything and all that.
Yeah.
Why I ain't want to have no mental illness and all that stuff. That's what's going on now these days. But I don't want to go crazy on it. But yeah, but that's one reason I like the first one. But the difference about the second one though is that they just went all out on the gore.
Yeah, that was the difference. And it was really scary.
Yeah,
there was a lot of jump scares in this movie. A lot of jump scares in it too. Absolutely. But I will say the two Smile 1, the original one, and then Smile 2, they are kind of completely different movies, honestly.
Yeah.
They follow the same theme of I guess getting hurt. It's different. It's different. It's not like in the first Smile, it's literally like you look at the person, they have it, and then they follow that story, and then the other person gets it. This is different.
Yeah.
So you'll have to watch it to know why it's different. It was a little bit different. So
yeah.
Anyways, so let's start. Where do you want to start at on the spoiler review?
On the spoiler review, like I said, it starts off with the the boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously, he saw his girlfriend died in the first one. So when in the first beginning, he's gonna be still having visions about her. When she set herself on fire. He's gonna show that, but right now he's on a mission. Trying to transfer this curse that he's got from his girlfriend to transfer to somewhere else, to someone else and everything. Somehow, I don't know if it did went to plan. I don't know if anybody witnessed the death that when he was trying to go to these drug dealer's house and everything,
an abandoned kind of trap looking
house. And I guess he was trying like you said, he was trying to transfer this curse to somebody else. That way he can get out his mindset and everything. But I guess it didn't really plan out accordingly like that because it just didn't work out at all. Because, when you're trying to kill somebody right in front of him, he did it. That's where it sets it up. Once you start about to kill him, and everything, you start ripping them, you slice them and all that stuff. You kind of open up that pathway so that curse can transfer. But somehow it just didn't go that way because the other guy that he was you know, about to shoot, you know, he ended up started shooting them, and then he started shooting back.
Yep.
So he just killed both of them. Yeah. So he didn't complete it.
He killed him before he could.
You know.
So to save himself, he killed the guy that he was trying to pass the curse on to. What I will say about the opening scene, it was probably the only part where there was like action, because there was like gunfire going back and forth, breaking down doors, running away, and then dude gets hit by the truck, and it looks so gruesome. And that's when I knew that this movie was going to be a gruesome type of movie from that first hit in the car. And then then a whole different storyline starts. That's kind of the only thing that I felt like came from the Smile one, was that opening scene. And then it goes into something completely different, with some similarities, but if you've seen the previews, you know it's some type of pop star. I don't know if they're trying to say it's a Taylor Swift or
Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga or somebody, but somebody who's very loved and stuff. And she's basically cursed. Yeah. At some point she gets cursed, and it just turns into a spiral after that.
Yeah, because like, and I wish, like, you know, I wish the boyfriend could have stayed alive a little bit longer, because I want to see how far that was going to go. But they just kind of just, you know, cut it short, because I guess it only lasts for like 5 or 10 minutes or something like that. Yeah. So it's real short. And then, like, you know, it comes to this pop star girl, you know what I'm saying? She's right now she's been hated, you know, people, because she's always been, like, you know, having substance issues, you know what I'm saying, having drinking problems and all that stuff, you know what I'm saying. She messed up her life, she's messing up other people's life, and
her and her boyfriend get into a car wreck. Yeah. And then her boyfriend died, and she survived, I believe. Is what happened. That was kind of what started the whole thing, with her having like a downfall of it. Yeah. There's a lot of like components to this movie, I guess you would say. What I liked about the first Smile is the same thing that I liked about this Smile, is that it has a lot to do with mental health. Although they're trying to flip it and make it like a horror film, it is that. It's gruesome, and they're trying to, you know, make money like it's a horror film. But in reality, like individuals that have any type of psychosis, so like schizophrenia, bipolar with psychosis, where they're hallucinating or they're having any type of delusions or anything like that, that's really what this movie's about. But they try to do it through this like curse, that they're cursed. But in reality, like what she experiences is probably what a lot of people that have diagnosed or undiagnosed mental health conditions experience. And so that's why, although this movie is supposed to be a movie, in reality, it almost feels like that really is some people's reality, like in our society. Some of those people are close to us in our family or friends that we know that may have like some type of psychosis, and they struggle with that every day. And then, you know, sometimes it's maybe somebody you don't know, but there are people that struggle with that. And then sometimes they take medications, and those medications make the hallucinations worse, or they do substances, and that can like exacerbate it as well. So that's what I love about this movie, is that yes, it's a horror movie, but in reality, she feels like she's going crazy, and people that have mental health concerns also feel like they're going crazy like that. And so you keep getting confused, like, is this a horror film, or is this how people with mental health really feel? And that's kind of how the first one was too. There was a lot of talk about, like, you know, this is just mental illness, honestly. Mental illness, but in the movie they make it like this curse when you smile at somebody or whatever, because you know, like with mental illness, if you are having those hallucinations, some of those voices or things you see can make you hurt yourself or somebody else. And that's what you see in this movie. She's hurting herself because she's going crazy. She keeps pulling her hair out, and then she starts hurting other people as well. But at the end, it's kind of a twist, because we kind of find out that she was imagining a lot of stuff, and it was creepy. Yeah. Really
seems
creepy.
Like, you know, this curse, this demon, like, you know, really somehow got powerful. Like his power level just went over the top with this movie. Because like I said, because I guess he must have like, you know, got deep in her mind and controlled everything. She thought she was controlled, but she was, I mean, she didn't have full control enough. Right. You know what I'm saying? So somehow the demon just overtook her, you know what I'm saying, everything from her and everything. And now she's just seeing things. She's going crazy and all that stuff, you know.
Just like the lady did in the first one. The one who was the main character in the first one, when she just looked like her appearance was she was well dressed and she took care of herself. And then towards the end, she just looks crazy. Like she's just losing it. That's how this lady looks. Yeah. There is a really funny scene that we have to talk about. the singer, I think her name's Sky in the movie, right?
Yeah, Sky.
She is doing like an autograph signing for her fans,
Mm-hmm.
and there's like these crazy individuals that are just coming up. First, it's this guy who's like a stalker. He's like a little psychotic, and like he comes up and he is crazy and everything, right? But they get him out, they escort him out. He gets like very possessive and like fans out over her. But then whenever she's in one of her little like episodes in her mind, he basically comes back to like haunt her in her mind. It's not even real. And remember when his clothes were like laid out down the hallway?
Oh yeah.
So in her mind, she sees this creepy ass guy like standing at the end of her hallway, and then like all of his clothes, she's like, who is that? And then she sees the jacket he was wearing that day. This is in her mind a whole different time. A jacket he was wearing, a shirt, I think his pants, and then they show his underwear,
his drawers.
and
stains
then
in it.
Stains on it.
I guess this dude did not wipe his ass at all. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, wow.
And everybody, like, there wasn't a lot of funny, not intentionally funny moments in this video, but I mean, in this movie, but that was one of them. Everybody.
They gotta throw in some comedy. You know what I'm saying? You gotta make it entertaining with these movies, especially with scary movies like this.
What is going on?
You know, you gotta make it more entertaining though. But yeah,
that little girl was creepy too. The one
that
who
little
just
girl. Like I said, as soon as the guy was like trying to get a picture, she didn't look at the picture. She's still looking at her like,
I know, with her like braces and pigtails, and she's like,
she's still looking at her. She's not even looking at the camera. She's still looking at her. And I'm just like, wow,
it was
bruh.
crazy.
That's what I'm saying. It's just with this movie, they just made it like, you know, really in your face. Like,
in your face, yeah.
That's what it was. I mean, they made it more brutal. It's in your face. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody was jumping and yelling. I yelled at least 4 times.
Yeah, a lot of jump scares too. I mean, they did not hold back with the jump scares though, because they had to throw it all in there. And plus, I mean, I was already like, you know, feeling a jump scare to come through, but you know, knowing me having history with scary movies and everything, I just be knowing it like, okay, yeah, something.
But you couldn't predict theirs that much.
Yeah,
yeah, I agree. One of the creepiest parts, whenever she keeps having all these psychosis things going on in her head, is like she's a dancer, so when she's on stage she has all these backup dancers. Well, she's in her house all alone, it's dark, and then like all of her dancers, she opens up, I think turns on her closet light.
Yeah, closet light, and the whole bunch of
dancers. Her dancers, I don't even know if they're her dancers, but it's a bunch of dancers, and they got the smile on their face, and then they're all just like looking at her and like going towards her, and it's so creepy.
Yeah,
like that was probably like the creepiest part. They're like almost like acting like they're about to like dance towards her, but they're really attacking her, and they're all gonna gain up on her.
Yeah.
And then eventually they do in her head, but then she wakes up and she's in a whole different thing. Yeah. So she's just constantly imagining stuff in her head about making up with her friend, about people she talked to, about all this stuff. We did skip over that beginning scene where all this first happens on why she ever got this. Remember, she's going to get the medication
from this drug dealer guy because from what I heard, you know, because I was watching some videos and everything, because I didn't understand it, because I was trying to figure out, okay, how this drug dealer got the curse and everything. And then, like, when I was watching the video on the YouTube and everything, somebody was saying, like, yeah, that was the dude that witnessed the kills from the beginning. Yeah. When the guy was trying to transfer the curse. And I guess he was there and he must have witnessed it and saw it. Yeah. And somehow he got the curses passed on to him. So that's how he got it. And then all of a sudden, when Skylar, when she went to his apartment and everything, that's when he was always explaining, like, hey, are you seeing crazy things? You know what I'm saying? All this stuff. He was going crazy.
Yeah. He was basically going what she was about to go through because he passed it on to her.
Yeah, he passed it on to her.
And he basically, like, kills. But I was confused about that because he basically kills himself in front of her. But then later on, they show a video of him. Was he alive or? Yeah, it was like a past video that he showed that he was imagining that he was seeing things or something. Yeah. You know, something that was messing with him. Also, like you said, he had that curse in him. Yeah. So, yeah. I would just like to say, I don't think the Sky leading actress is very famous. I don't remember seeing her ever before, but she played this role really, really good. I don't know what else she's been in, but she played it really good.
I heard that she was saying that. I mean, I heard they were saying that she'd been into was it Power Rangers? She's been into that.
Yeah, I can maybe see that.
There was some other movies that she's been in that I never really seen.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's something I know.
Yeah, but she played it really good. They had a little cameo from Drew Barrymore. You know how she has that talk show. She was on there. That part was pretty good. But other than that, there were no big stars in this movie, and it was still pretty good. What I liked about it is that sometimes in some of these movies, the acting is so bad that even if they're trying to be scary or funny, it comes across as like a little corny and cheesy and just bad acting. I wouldn't say that was the case in this movie. Yeah. We did laugh a lot though. Like, we were laughing.
Yeah.
But that was just us being.
Yeah.
There were certain parts where we were laughing because we were like, what the hell?
Yeah. They, like I said, I mean, I understand they was trying their best, to make this sequel a lot more better than the first one. But like I said, I mean, I still believe the first one's still the best one because I think I remember I gave that a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
With this one, it's a little different. I mean, it's still good, but it's just a little different, though.
It doesn't feel like you needed to really watch the first one to watch this one. That's why it's so different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And they kind of stick with that same formula with it, too. And just like, the mental health. Yeah. And just like that one scene, it was a callback from the first one where she got that call.
Yeah.
She thought she was with her friend this whole entire time, but it wasn't a friend at all. It was still that demon, taking over and everything. And when she got that call from her friend, she was over asking, was like, hey, was you with me that night? And all that stuff, blah, blah. And one girl said, was like, no, I wasn't there. And then after she turned slow, it was just like, oh, this is not
her. She's in the car. But what I will say is that, so I liked the second one better. But again, they are different types of movies. What I don't remember, and again, we watched Smile, the first one, in 2022? 2023? I don't know. But in that one, I think what was happening was always real. And then in this one, at the very end, again, this is a spoiler review. So at the very end, we find out that everything we were seeing through the whole movie, who she hurt, who we thought she hurt, that none of that actually happened. Yeah. Her mom, who we thought she actually killed, that never happened. Mm-hmm. Her assistant, I think. Yeah. And there were some other people at the end that they showed them they're alive and okay. And she's on stage performing. And then she just realizes, like, that
she was in a
coma. It was all in her mind.
And it was all in her mind.
From her being in the Pizza Hut freezer, all of that stuff. So it was all in her mind. So at the end, we're like, oh, she didn't hurt all those people. This was all, she was just going crazy and imagining this stuff. Yeah. But at the very, very end, because she's like this star that has like millions of fans and they're all in this huge stadium or this arena or something. Yeah. And then she just basically infects everybody and passes on the curse to them because she is on the stage and she does the creepy smile. Yeah. And then everyone's just like, they just get mesmerized and then like cursed. Like she had, so, I
mean, like I how she's gonna kill herself. I mean, like she just hold the mic. We thought she was gonna say something at first, but all of a sudden they just turn the camera and all of a sudden you hear like,
yeah. And then there was some other weird stuff going on too, but there was a lot of weird stuff. What else was I going to say? What I also thought they tried to incorporate into this movie is how celebrities, it almost reminded me of like a Selena Gomez or something whenever they have to go out, even on their worst days, and like there's this crowd of people like waiting for them. And they did talk about that, like how stressed, she was so lonely and she was so stressed and like everybody just worshipped her and she was this person recovering from substances, but because she's famous and people worship like the wrong people, and a lot of the times that's famous people, like they were just like obsessed with her and it was all driving her crazy. The fame was driving her crazy, the being cursed was driving her crazy. It was just all just crazy. It just showed it's like a very lonely life to have that much money and like be that famous, and it just be not good.
You just have a whole lot of impact on mind that you gotta deal with. I mean, it's insane, but I mean, like I said, it really did drive her crazy and everything. And I mean, they just went overboard with it.
Okay, so I think we told a lot of the movie. I hope that you guys go watch this movie. You will definitely enjoy it. Yep. It's definitely a great movie. Everybody that we saw this with last night thought that it was a great movie as well. So yeah, it was really, really good.
It was pretty good.
So what is your rating for Smile 2?
I'm going to give it like a 8.5 out of 10. I'll give it an 8.5 out of 10.
Okay.
Like I said, it's still good.
Really good.
Still good. Because like I said, you know how sequels are these days. You know what I'm saying? I mean, especially when old movies here and there, when it comes with sequels, it's tricky. It's very tricky. But with this one, I mean, I could tell they were really trying.
Yeah,
they were really trying to, like, make it more better than the first one. Mm-hmm. It's just that they just went all out on it, with the gore and everything, and they put it, and they made it like all in your face type of stuff, Yep. So yeah, 8.5 out of 10. Like I said, it's pretty good. I recommend y'all go ahead and watch it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What about you?
My rating for this movie is going to be a 10 out of 10. And I don't remember did you ever go back and look at the Smile 1 when we did?
No, I ain't get back yet.
But I don't remember what I gave Smile 1. I'm assuming I probably gave it a 10 out of 10 or a 9 out of 10. I don't know. Yeah. But this was definitely a 10 out of 10. We were reviewing the movies we watched this year, and we realized that we have not only seen, about 10 or 11 movies this year, which is insane because we're already going into November, and by now we should have already seen a lot of movies.
Yeah.
So this will be our third year that we're going to be doing our right?
Yeah,
that we'll be doing our end of like a new year countdown to all of the movies we watched the previous year before we bring in the new year.
Yeah.
And I'm going to give everybody a warning that our movies this year are just not going to be, our countdown's not going to be 30 plus movies like it usually is.
No,
we're going to be at like 15 because they have not released any good movies. So I have a feeling that between Deadpool and Smile 2, those are going to be the top movies of 2024 because we're still recovering from the writer's strike and they just haven't released movies. Most of the movies they've released in theater have been like these foreign films, no like American like blockbuster type of movies or Hollywood movies. So I don't think that we're going to have a great end of the year countdown, but we're still going to do it. Yeah, but it's going to be short.
It's going to be really short though. Because
so I'm just giving you a heads up because when I saw our movie list, I'm like, ooh, we have not seen a lot of movies.
Yeah, like I said, I just been kind of like undecided with these movies now. Like I said, I have been skipping out movies. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been witnessing the downfall of what's been going on with the Hollywood and everything and all the stuff, behind the scenes. It's just too much going on. So I'm just like, hey, I'm being cautious with it now, trying to pick a movie to watch. Like I said, I'm still undecided if I'm going to see Venom: The Last Dance. That's coming out this month.
Yeah.
So I'm still trying to decide if I want to watch that or not. But
I don't even know what else is coming up this year, but I don't think it's too much of anything. So
yeah.
Oh, we will be watching that Selena Gomez movie called Amelia Perez, maybe, but that's a Netflix thing, and that actually comes out in November. So I heard that it's really good. So we'll add that to our countdown depending on it. But anyways, that is our review.
That's it.
For the Smile movie. If you go watch it, you will not regret it. He did an 8.5 out of 10. I did a 10 out of 10. And it's really, really good. Yeah. If you like horror movies, you will like this movie. He tried to scare me this morning with the smile in bed. And I was still a little freaked out. So don't do that to people if they're scared, but
No, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, you're going to try to do it tonight.
No.
So anyways, but I will say I was more scared with the first one. After we watched that one, I couldn't sleep. It was not good.
Yeah, that first one.
Last night I did sleep. I just woke up with some bad thoughts.
Yeah.
At 5 a.m. But
like I said, the second one didn't really bother me at all. Like I said, it really didn't. They just went all out with the gore. That's it.
That was the main thing.
That was just the only big thing about it. So.
But yes, go watch it. You will love it. It might be one of the best movies of the year because we don't have a lot to choose from this year.
So stay tuned if we come up with some other movies to watch, but we'll see. But anyway, post your comments down below. I really want to know what you guys think, man. Did you like Smile 2? Do you think Smile 2 is better than the first one? Or do you still think the first one is better than the second one? That's what I really want to know. Post them all down in the comment section below. Post us up. And if you enjoy our review, make sure you hit that like button, smash that like button, and always subscribe it and share it. And I'm catching you guys later. Deuces.
Bye, everybody.